Hello. So excited to be here. I'm so excited to really start this channel. I think it'll be a great platform for me to share a lot about mental health and depression and just talk to people about how we can end the stigma and how we can make mental illness just be, I don't even know what the word would be, but just to be accepted and not to be something to be ashamed of. So today I'm going to give you a tip, a tool that I use that has helped me over the years. And it is, I actually wrote a blog post about it too, which I can link in the comments, and you can hear some more about it. But I wanted to share my actual depression toolkit that I have created for myself and that I keep nearby. You can put whatever you want in your own toolkit. And if depression isn't something that you live with, then if it's anxiety or ADHD or whatever it may be, you can make your own little toolkit for you. And all it is to have a place or a container. I have this box. This is just a photo box from, I got it at Michael's. It was $2.99. So I like bright and cheery colors when I do anything. I actually like bright and cheery colors in my house. I like bright and cheery colors when I do anything regarding to mental health. That's why my colors on my website are blue and yellow. I just want cheery colors around me. So one color I do not like is gray, which is a really was a really common in color for walls. And I just was like, oh my gosh, I could never live in a house with gray walls because the color gray just depresses me, right? So it's just knowing those little things about yourself that can go a long way. With your mental health and keeping your depression under control. So, so this is what I have in my depression toolkit. One of the first things I have, and these are things that I can just know I can go to and have them in one spot. So when I'm struggling, I know like where everything is that I know that helps me. A lot of the things that help me. So. I have some stress balls. They're, I actually use these for hand exercises after I had a surgery, but they work great for stress balls. So because they have different amount of flexibility. So I just keep them in this little bag here. And I know I always have stress balls because I've had them before and I'll lose them or the dogs will get them. So I just keep them in the box. So I have a separate journal in my depression toolkit than the one I use every day. So this is the journal I use every day, and that just stays by my bedside table. But this is a journal that's in my box, and I have just some depression journal prompts that I've printed out just to keep them there. I actually have a 10-day journal for depression that you can get on my website for free. I'll try to link that too. But if not, you can go to www.endingthestigmatogether.com and go to the products page and scroll down and you'll see the 10 days for depression journal that's free. So you just gotta click on that and you can get a free copy of that. All right, I also put in a massage tool. So because sometimes my neck, and I hold a lot of tension in my neck and my upper body. So this is there when I need it. And then it just, yeah, sometimes I use it when I'm not depressed, but it's just in this because I use it more often then. I have some mints and chocolate that I just keep in there. The mints help me focus, the smell, and it gives a different sensation, so it can kind of get you out of that depressed mindset you're in. It kind of will spark your other senses and then maybe help you become more mindful of something more positive. And chocolate just because it's chocolate. Dark chocolate just because. Actually, no, not just because. It actually does have some benefits to your brain and lifting your mood. So that's why I have dark chocolate and not milk chocolate. So I also have some essential oils. Bergamot is a good one for depression. And then this one's peppermint for the same reason I have the candies. It just can lift your mood. It can, stimulate your senses and get your brain to think more clearly so that you can get out of that repetitive mode that a lot of us get in when we're depressed or struggling with depression. We can get into that very negative mindset, and I have found that peppermint really helps me boost myself away from that. And let's see what else I have. I also have a couple candles. Sometimes I have a bigger candle, but I have these little ones right now. That's just so sometimes I just want to turn the lights down, put on some candles. It helps me relax and listen to some music. So, and then I have, of course, I have some shells because shells just make me happy. Anything that has to do with the beach makes me happy. So I put them in there just as a reminder of what makes me happy. So that's what I have in my little toolkit. Like I said, it's just a picture box from Michaels. You can just use a box you have around the house. Throw in a copy of my Depression Survival Guide that you can get on my website if you don't have one. I have my own separate from there, but that I already know what I need, so I don't have to refer to it as often. You can put a book of inspirational quotes in your box. You can put reminders of the people who you know you can call, or the people you know you can text, or the ones that have said, let me know if you're struggling and I can come over. Put their names and numbers in there, because sometimes we forget who those people are when we're really at our lowest. Think of anything that just kind of cheers you up, anything that helps you push on, maybe if you have a goal poster that really helps inspire you, get a picture of it and fold that picture up in there so you can keep that in front and foremost to the center of your mind when you start to go to those dark places. You can keep your positive affirmations in it to remind yourself of those, because we tend to forget how wonderful we are when we get depressed. Whatever works for you. It's really about creating a unique box for you, a unique toolkit for you, for on those days when you're just feeling like you can't get out of bed, or you're struggling like I had just a few days ago. Last week I had a day where my body just felt heavy, just felt like I was walking with cement tied to my limbs. So you have those days. It's sometimes hard to keep motivated, and that's why having some of your happy memories in a box and some of your tools that will work in a box is just helpful to keep it. And I just keep it on my bookshelf in my living room, so it's super easy for me to access, and there it is. And I'm real big on planning ahead for our mental health. If we know that we struggle or we live with a mental illness that's going to pop up here and there, or be there almost every day, that we have to fight it. Some days I feel like I'm fighting every day to stay a step ahead of my depression. And it's a lot of work, and I think a lot of people who don't live with depression or anxiety don't understand that it can be a full-time job. Just keeping yourself a step ahead of that anxiety, or step ahead of that depression and that darkness that can sweep over us so quickly if we don't do everything just right, or if we just don't put all the pieces where we know we need to put them. Something as simple as eating something that triggers your depression, or watching a show that triggers depression, can just throw us off the rails. So we have to be aware of our surroundings a lot more than others who maybe don't live with depression and anxiety. So that is why I'm all about preparing. And to me, having a little toolkit is just one more way to do that. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I will be back with my next video next week, if not sooner. Still figuring out the schedule. All right, thank you.